Ahoy! Let's get started. What's lurking beneath the waves that modern science still can't explain? We've mapped distant galaxies and split atoms, yet 95% of our own oceans remain unexplored. That's not just a fun fact. It means the abyss covering most of our planet is essentially alien territory, and what we've discovered so far should keep you up at night. Number 5. The glowing seas. Picture this. You're sailing across the Indian Ocean on a moonless night when suddenly the entire ocean around you begins to glow. Not the brief sparkle of disturbed plankton or the flash of bioluminescent waves. The whole sea, from horizon to horizon, radiates a steady blue light bright enough to read by. This phenomenon isn't folklore. It's called a Milky Sea, and satellites have photographed these glowing expanses from space. In 1849, a ship captain recorded that his vessel appeared to be sailing across an endless plain of snow. Over a century later, an officer aboard the SS Aegean described how the ocean glowed brighter than the sky itself after moonset. These aren't isolated incidents. Sailors have documented Milky Seas for centuries, describing areas up to 39,000 square miles that glow continuously for days or even months. Scientists finally got answers in 1985 when researchers encountered one of these luminous zones. They discovered the glow came from bacteria, specifically Vibrio harvei, multiplying in such astronomical numbers that their collective bioluminescence turned the ocean into a cosmic nightlight. The bacteria feast on lipids released by dying algae blooms, reproducing so rapidly they create living oceans of light. But here's where it gets unsettling. We still don't know what these glowing seas mean. Are they signs of a healthy ecosystem or environmental distress? The bacteria responsible are known pests that harm fish and crustaceans. Recent studies show Milky Seas occur primarily in the northwest Indian Ocean and maritime continent, with global climate patterns potentially influencing their formation. Translation: as our climate shifts, these mysterious phenomena might become more common, and we have no idea what that means for ocean life. Or for us. If you're enjoying this descent into oceanic dread, hit that subscribe button. You'll want to stay updated because what's coming next makes glowing bacteria look downright friendly. Number 4. The Phantom Road. 20 feet beneath the turquoise waters off Bimini in the Bahamas lies something that shouldn't exist. A half-mile stone pathway made of massive rectangular limestone blocks arranged in perfectly straight lines with a pronounced hook at one end. The blocks appear cut at precise right angles, deliberately placed like an ancient highway, disappearing into the depths. Discovery of this formation in 1968 sparked decades of controversy for one chilling reason. 40 years earlier, a psychic named Edgar Cayce predicted its existence with disturbing accuracy. In 1938, Cayce stated that temple remains would be discovered under the sea near Bimini, and he specified the year 68 or 69. The Bimini Road was found in 1968. Researchers diving at the site reported discovering a second layer of identically cut stones beneath the visible pathway, suggesting this wasn't just surface rock, but a constructed wall or dock. The precision is unnerving. These aren't rough boulders. They're geometric blocks that look quarried and positioned with intention. Science offers a more mundane explanation. Professor Robert Schoch from Boston University conducted dozens of dives and concluded the formation is natural beach rock that fractured along clean, vertical, and horizontal planes, a geological quirk of the region. Radiocarbon dating places the rocks at around 2,000 years old, which contradicts theories linking them to Atlantis, supposedly lost 12,000 years ago. Yet something about this explanation feels incomplete. Natural formations can create remarkable patterns, sure, but the uniformity, the layering, the geometric precision? The debate continues because even if it's natural, the Bimini Road represents something profound. Our oceans conceal structures so enigmatic that we genuinely can't agree on whether they're geological accidents or remnants of something we've forgotten. Number 3. The Baltic Sea Object. In 2011, a Swedish treasure hunting team scanning the Baltic Sea floor detected something that defied explanation. Sonar images revealed a 60-meter-wide disc-shaped object resting on the seabed, covered in ridges and straight edges, some forming perfect right angles. The formation measured 210 meters long and 4 meters tall, its surface marked by symmetrical lines that looked designed rather than random. When the Ocean X team returned for closer investigation, things got weird. Really weird. Their electrical equipment failed completely when positioned directly above the object. Satellite phones went dead, navigation systems crashed, moved 200 meters away, and everything functioned normally. Return to the object and total blackout. The physical characteristics are equally bizarre. The structure's sharp angles and geometric patterns don't match typical seafloor geology. Some sections resemble a runway or platform. The symmetry suggests intention. Naturally, speculation exploded. Crashed spacecraft, ancient technology, underwater alien base. The theories ranged from plausible to ridiculous. Scientists collected samples and provided the predictable explanation. It's a glacial formation called a drumlin, created by ice age processes that shape the Baltic region. The rocks are ordinary granites, gneisses, and sandstones. The electromagnetic interference? Likely equipment malfunction or interference from the object's mineral composition, except that explanation doesn't quite satisfy. Drumlins don't typically form perfect geometric patterns. The electromagnetic effects remain unexplained, and despite scientific consensus, the object's unusual characteristics keep the mystery alive. What's really down there? We don't fully know, and that's the terrifying part. The ocean keeps its secrets well, too well, and the more we explore, the more we realize how little we actually understand about what's happening beneath the waves. Number 2, Milky Seas. Imagine sailing through the middle of the ocean on a moonless night when suddenly the entire sea around you begins to glow. Not the familiar sparkle of bioluminescent plankton in your wake, but a sustained, eerie luminescence stretching from horizon to horizon. The water transforms into a ghostly blue-white expanse, bright enough to read by, bright enough to be seen from space. This isn't fiction. It's a documented phenomenon that has terrified sailors for centuries and continues to baffle scientists today. Milky Seas can cover areas up to 100,000 square kilometers. That's roughly the size of South Korea, glowing continuously for hours or even days. A ship's captain in 1849 described it as sailing over a boundless plain of snow. Another officer aboard the SS Ixion in 1967 reported the sea from horizon to horizon, taking on a phosphorescent glow several shades lighter than the sky itself. The experience is profoundly unsettling because nothing in nature should behave this way. Scientists eventually identified the culprit: bioluminescent bacteria, specifically Vibrio harveyi. When algae blooms die and rupture, they release lipids that these bacteria consume. The bacteria multiply so rapidly and reach such extreme concentrations that their collective glow becomes visible across vast distances. Satellites orbiting Earth have confirmed these events, capturing images of oceanic regions inexplicably brighter than their surroundings. But here's what keeps researchers up at night. We have no idea what Milky Seas mean for ocean ecosystems. Are they indicators of health or distress? The bacteria responsible are known pests that harm fish and crustaceans. These events occur primarily in the Northwest Indian Ocean and maritime continent, and recent studies suggest global climate patterns may influence their formation. Translation: they might be getting more frequent. The ocean is trying to tell us something through these massive displays of bacterial luminescence. We just don't know what. If you're finding these ocean mysteries as unsettling as I am, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Trust me, what's coming next gets even stranger. Number 1. The Mariana Trench. At the deepest point of Earth's oceans lies a place so remote and hostile that we've sent more people to the moon than to its depths. The Challenger Deep section of the Mariana Trench descends 36,000 feet below the surface. The pressure there is over 1,000 times greater than at sea level, enough to crush almost anything humans have built. The temperature hovers just above freezing. No sunlight has ever reached this abyss. By all logic, nothing should survive there. And yet life persists. Strange, alien-looking creatures adapted to conditions that would obliterate surface organisms in seconds. Amphipods the size of your hand. Translucent fish with bodies designed to withstand crushing pressure. Microorganisms that thrive in total darkness. feeding on chemicals rather than sunlight. But the real mystery isn't what we've found, it's what we haven't explored. Despite being the deepest part of our planet, the Mariana Trench remains largely unmapped and unstudied. The entire ocean floor suffers from this problem. Satellite data provides only sketchy outlines of underwater topography. Whole seamounts disappear from these maps. Shipwrecks remain invisible. The Gulf of Mexico alone holds an estimated 4,000 undiscovered wrecks, each one a time capsule of maritime history we may never recover. In 2019, sonar detected a 19th century ship on the Gulf floor, 124 feet long, with wooden hull and copper sheathing. We still don't know its country of origin, its purpose, or how it sank. It's just sitting there in the darkness. Another secret the ocean refuses to fully reveal. The Mariana Trench represents our ultimate ignorance. We've mapped Mars in higher resolution than our own seafloor. We can see galaxies billions of light years away, but can't properly image what lies 7 miles below the ocean surface. The crushing pressure makes exploration prohibitively difficult and expensive. Every expedition requires technology that pushes engineering to its absolute limits. What's down there in the unmapped regions? What lives in those trenches we've never visited? The few glimpses we've captured show ecosystems operating on principles completely foreign to surface biology. If life can adapt to such extremes on Earth, what does that suggest about its potential elsewhere in the universe? The ocean covers 70% of our planet's surface. 95% remains unexplored. Every expedition uncovers something unexpected, something that forces us to reconsider what we thought we knew. The deep sea isn't just unknown, it's fundamentally unknowable with our current technology and understanding. We live on a water world we barely comprehend, surrounded by mysteries that may take centuries to unravel. And honestly, that might be the most humbling realization of all. So there you have it. 5 mysteries from the deep that science still can't fully explain. Glowing bacterial seas that might be warning signs we're ignoring. Geometric stone formations that look too precise to be accidents. A disc-shaped anomaly on the Baltic seafloor that kills electronics and defies geological explanation. And an abyss so deep and unexplored that we literally know more about the surface of Mars. The ocean isn't just hiding these mysteries, it's actively concealing them beneath crushing pressure, total darkness, and distances that make exploration nearly impossible. We've barely scratched the surface of understanding what exists down there. Every expedition raises more questions than it answers. Every discovery suggests we've been fundamentally wrong about what's possible in Earth's aquatic realm. 95% unexplored. Think about that. The vast majority of our own planet remains as alien to us as distant galaxies. We share this world with depths we cannot fathom, phenomena we cannot explain, and potentially discoveries that would rewrite everything we think we know about life, geology, and our place in the universe. The ocean keeps its secrets deliberately, and maybe that's exactly how it should be. Some mysteries aren't meant to be solved quickly. Some darkness isn't meant to be illuminated all at once. The deep sea will reveal its truths when it's ready. Until then, we're left with fragments, glimpses, and the unsettling knowledge that something vast and unknowable exists just beneath the waves. See you next time.